MLB Network coming your way from Tropicana Field here in St. Petersburg, Florida. Tonight we've got a good matchup in store between the Miami Marlins and the Tampa Bay Rays. It's interleague baseball on MLB Network. Charlie Morton, a right-hander from the Garden State of New Jersey, gets the ball here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that he's a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde.
Miami.
Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
Standing in, Miguel Rojas. And we are set for baseball here this evening. Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1.
First pitch, 7 o'clock.
1-1 to the Marlins leadoff hitter.
I know the umpire balled that one right there, but it was close enough. He's going to try and establish that pitch in. As an offensive player, you got to build that rapport with the umpire. He can't give him anything off the inside half of the plate.
Drilled to the right side, and that is through into right field for a single.
Hey guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Well, clearly this guy doesn't need many warm-up pitches because he's 98 miles an hour in the first inning. Newsflash to the offense, they better get it going.
And he falls behind 0-2. Sierra is a guy you have to keep an eye on in the batter's box. He's definitely been known to drop down a bunt from time to time. That's something he's really good at.
And in today's game, Matty, this is such a lost art. I know you love this one. Guy dropping a drag bunt down for a knock, putting him up, putting him down, getting down the first base line. Definitely sets the tone for the team.
And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
Hey, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, one of the most consistent umpires throughout the league. Both pitchers and position players love this guy.
Yeah, I think one of the best in the business. How I judge a good teammate is every day he opens that door. Is he consistent? Can I count on him? Mike Fillmore is the exact same way behind the dish.
And a good curveball gets him swinging for out number 1. With that, a look at the batting order for the Marlins. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Taking a look at this lineup, they're going to have to work the count. That's the key to success right here. They have to find a way to drive this guy's pitch count up and get into that bullpen as quick as possible.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Try to check it, and it's 0-1. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now. Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
The 0-1 on its way. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
That curveball is a pitch you have to get on top of, or else it'll take off just like that one did.
Fouled away. Rojas, the runner at first with 2 gone. And he fouls this one off. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a 2-seamer, and the inning is over. 1 left for Miami. Now it's the Rays' turn. No score. So coming to the plate, Matt Duffy. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The third baseman, Matt.
Here's the first pitch to him. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. Brinson will slide over and put this one away, and that's out number one. And with that, a look at the Rays lineup card in this one. What's this club going to need to focus on this evening, Mark?
Matty, I know I'm stating the obvious, but the middle of the order has to come through today. You got guys that are playing way above their pay grade on the periphery. And it's time for them to look and see the big boys do their job.
Ground ball right side. Scooped up on the backhand. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Batting third. No left
So
fielder.
bases are empty here with two gone. And up next, it'll be the outfielder, Tommy Pham. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Little hesitation right there by the batter. It was great execution by the pitcher down and away. But that looked like a late swing. Could have been sitting on something else.
Behind 0-2 now. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The 0-2 once more. Hit on the ground to third. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. And the recovery will not be in time at first, and the inning will continue following the infield single.
The designated hitter.
Hey guys, he doubled up right there. Back-to-back sliders. Nice job by the batter right there. Just misses the first one, makes the adjustment, stays a little shorter, and drives the... next pitch for a base hit.
And it's 0-2 to Avisail Garcia. Smith is one of the more prolific strikeout artists in the game today. He'll get into double digits in Ks, and of course that means he's got outstanding stuff every 5 days.
One of the things that go hand in hand, Matty D, if you want to strike guys out, you have to have good stuff, and this guy has great stuff. He has two different pitches that he can strike you out with, and as they rate him on a scale of 1 to 10, this guy has two pitches that rate an 8 or a 9, which is really hard to find in baseball today.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud, as he lifts it in the air to right field. Under it is the right fielder. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. We played an inning. No score here on MLB Network. Now at the plate, Neil Walker, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning.
Walker.
Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. Hits ball 1. Counts even at 1-1 to Walker. The 1-1 is taken for ball 2. Three and one. Jorge Alfaro is on deck. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1, so now we've got a battle on our hands.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
All right, let's take a look at the Tampa Bay Rays on defense. And let's take a look at center fielder Kevin Kiermaier, multiple Gold Glove winner, probably the most athletic outfielder in all of baseball. This guy makes the highlight reel look routine and has an absolute rocket for an arm.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Alfaro, the former Philly, he came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
Wow, he's cruising right now out there. 4 straight punch outs and working on number 5.
Another 0-2 home. Boy, and they cannot touch him right now. 5 straight strikeouts on the ledger, and there are 2 away.
Batting 7.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And standing in now, the Grandy man, Curtis Granderson. Right through it here, and he's behind 0-1.
Hey, if I'm on the mound right now and I get a swing and miss like that, I'm bouncing it even further, throwing it even higher. I might pick up the rosin bag and throw that and see if I can get a swing and a miss.
No score here as we play inning number 2. And my goodness, how about this? He struck out the side in back-to-back innings, 6 in a row, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd, no score. Striding in, Jesus Aguilar, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now this one's hit hard to left field by Aguilar and deep. But that'll hit off the wall in left center. Gone! So a solo shot here to left center field as the Rays move out on top 1-0.
That home run is definitely worth giving the show track treatment to. And as we look at it, not only an impressive distance shot, but the 110 miles an hour exit velocity is nothing to scoff at either. That's a big boy home run.
Batting 7.
Into the box, Brandon Lowe.
Number 8.
As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
Popped straight up. In comes Sierra. He can't get there as it falls in.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Willy Adames. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First offering on its way. Line toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Batting 9.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out both ambush tactics. First pitch fastball, middle in, and he's able to drive that for a nice swing.
Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. 0-1 the count. Low over at second. Adames at first with no outs. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. A bare hand for 1. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Oh, that double play gave him a really good chance to minimize the damage here. 1 run has come across, but now he just has to work to strand that runner at third. Would be pretty huge if he can do that.
This is line to left. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. And that'll plate their second run of the game as they take a 2-0 lead. And he's safe.
The batter.
So striding forward now, Austin Meadows. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. He pulls this one into right, and that's in there, base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there. Digging in for his second at-bat, Tommy Pham. First offering on its way. Takes this the other way to right, and that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. Notch 1 in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. It's a 3-0 game.
Now batting.
Ready for another chance? Avisail Garcia. He singled his last time up. Here comes the pitch for Garcia. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Skied into straightaway right. Waiting on it, the right fielder. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Up next for Miami, number 1. He stands in for the first time in this one.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started. Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Kiermaier is there, and he has it for the first out.
Batting 9.
So 1 out now for the Marlins in their half of the 3rd. And up next, the Miami area native Lewis Brinson. Strike 2.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there in the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the 3rd.
Boy, he's got great stuff today, doesn't he? That's 7 punch-outs now here in the middle innings. He's up over 1 in the inning up to this point. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can change their plan of attack and start to put the ball in play. But right now, that's just not happening.
Ready now for the Marlins, Miguel Rojas. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3 up, 3 down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. And they go away here. It's a called strike. 0-2. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2. The 1-2. Fouled off. The 1-2. And he sends it out of play. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Miami down in order. They trail in this one 3-0. Stepping in, Travis d'Arnaud. He flew out in his last at-bat.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Now batting.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And up next will be the power-hitting first baseman, Big Jesus Aguilar. Down the line and fair. That's a hit.
I mean, bottom line right here, it all comes down to execution. If he's going to miss flat, middle, up all day long, it's going to be a long night for this pitcher.
Into the box now, Brandon Lowe. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. To second for 1. The relay not in time as he beats the throw by a step.
The batter, number 1.
Striding into the box, Willy Adames. He reached on a single in his first try. Has a look, now the pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Right fielder has a beat on it, and the inning is over. Little resistance there as the Rays are down on 4 pitches. But they stepping up to the plate, Magneuris Sierra, as we begin the top of the 4th.
The left fielder.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Sierra.
There's a fastball right down Broadway taken for a strike.
rock solid performance up to this part of the ball game right now. One of the keys, 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you do that, you really make the hitter swing at the pitch you want them to swing at.
High in the air down the right field line. And foul. The 1-2. Locks him up for strike 3. Now at the plate, number 47. He's 0 for 1 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. And that's off the plate and high. 2-0 now.
Back-to-back pitches, they've gone away. Do you tell yourself as a hitter he wants to come in right here? I don't think so. I think he's trying to find that outside corner and adjust accordingly.
2-1 now. The 2-1. Popped him up. Adames is there. 2 gone.
The third baseman, number 13.
Here's Starlin Castro.
Starlin Castro.
Here's the first pitch to him. And that misses for ball 1. Couldn't get his hands through there, and it's 1-1.
Hey, that's another nice two-seamer right there. He's been able to manipulate that pitch all game, keeping it at the hollow of the knee, getting a lot of ground balls and a lot of swing and miss.
Ball taken there. 2-1 now. Now the 2-1 will not catch the zone. Ball 3.
Time for him to attack on the mound. He knows his team's struggling offensively. Don't mess around and try and nibble. Just be on the attack and let them beat you.
Count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And this one misses inside. A ball. He walked him, and they've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
This is only their second base runner of the game after that earlier hit. Tough to score when you don't have anyone on base, so we'll see if they can get something going here.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A ball and no strikes.
This is where he might need a mound visit, whether it be from the shortstop, his pitching coach, or the catcher. These last couple of pitches have certainly gotten away from him.
1-1 now the count to the Marlins first baseman. Walker lays off there. It's 2 balls and a strike. Trying to shave that outside corner with the fastball, and he missed it. It's 3-1 now. Jorge Alfaro would be next. Grounded softly down the line toward first, but this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Another one sent foul. Castro leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Hit back up the middle, reined in, and as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt.
Leading off for the Rays, the center fielder, Kevin.
First offering on its way.
Kiermaier.
No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Well hit to right, but that's a foul ball. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Coming in is Brinson. He can't get to it. This one's down. So it's back to the top of the order now, and that means the corner infielder Matt Duffy will bat next. First pitch coming. Here it is. Right side. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Up next
Boy,
for
that's
Tampa
one of
Bay.
the, I guess, the advantage
The
of
right
hitting with
fielder,
that hole between first and
Austin.
second base, D-Row. First
Otto.
baseman has to hold that runner on. That leaves that right side wide open.
Yeah, and credit the batter right there. Nice piece of hitting right there. Not trying to do too much. He took a look at the defense and saw where it was aligned and tried to beat him.
And now confusion here with two men on the same base. One's got to go, and they're going to get an out
The
here.
left fielder, number 29. Tommy
Settling in now, Tommy Pham. Couple of
Pham.
singles to his credit thus far. From the stretch. Way late on the fastball for strike one. Looks like a left-hander up and throwing now in that Marlins bullpen. 4 runs, 12 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Runner goes for third. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. Now the Marlins skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound.
For Miami.
And he's going to motion for his
Number
bullpen
20.
here. That'll do it for the
Waiting.
starter tonight.
Yeah.
So a less than stellar performance here tonight as he makes the early exit and forces that bullpen into action much earlier than anticipated. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. High in the air out to center field. Brinson's in pursuit. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Here's a
next
look at
for
the
Tampa
final
Bay.
line for the Marlins starting
catcher.
pitcher. Not the night he or his club were hoping
Gargo.
for.
Well, this one's really easy to dissect. Too many pitches left over the heart of the plate. 3 bombs allowed in this one. He's going to have to do a better job of throwing quality pitches down the road.
Now
At the plate,
first
Jesus
baseman,
Aguilar. Last time through was a base hit.
Aguilar.
Chen sets. First pitch on the way. Line towards center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. We're back at Tropicana Field, and let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs, so the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Thank you, Heidi. Leading off the inning, Jorge Alfaro. And they'll need him to get something going here. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Count even at 2-2 to the Marlins catcher.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
Waiting next is Curtis Granderson. Full count still. The 3-2 one more time. He is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
In is Curtis
Up next for the
Granderson.
Marlins, the designated hitter,
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Granderson.
And it's fouled away. Counts even at 1-1 for Granderson. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in, and then get right back outside. Nice pitch.
Ground ball right into the shift. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. An early look at the line score here tonight as we play the top of the 5th. And boy, just one lone hit for the visitors this evening as they've been taken to task by this starter.
Ball 1.
And this is low, ball 1. grounded back up the middle. And that's through for a hit. So it's a runner at first with 2 gone. And up next, the Miami area native Lewis Brinson. And he takes a called strike, 0-1.
No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins.
Strike swinging, chased a high one there. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. Marlins leave 1. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, Rays manager Kevin Cash talked to me in between innings about his lineup's offensive production. And he was very pleased with how little they're swinging and missing right now. They've obviously got a double-digit total in the hits column, but perhaps just as impressive is that they've not struck out a single time today. That's about as rare as it gets in today's sport. So they have a lot to feel good about right now, Matt.
And we
Okay, thank you, Heidi. He's ready.
Baseman,
Here's the first offering.
number 8.
Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Slider, and that's hit on the ground towards second. Fielded cleanly, and that's the first out.
Now batting.
So the base is empty here with 1 away. And up next will be Willy Adames. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. High fly ball out to straightaway center.
Waiting on it is Brinson.
And that's the second out of the inning.
Up next for Tampa Bay.
Up next for the Rays,
The center
Kevin
fielder.
Kiermaier. He's
Kevin.
working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
Kiermaier.
This one's flared toward left center.
Coming in is Brinson.
He can't get there, so the inning will continue.
Up next for Tampa Bay.
Now batting, Matt
The third
Duffy.
baseman.
So far, 2 for
Matt
3 in this one.
Duffy.
Chen sets. First pitch on its way. High in the air out to center field.
Waiting on it is Brinson.
No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Ready for another shot now, Miguel Rojas. And at this point of the game, I
Leading
think
off
it's
for the
clear
Marlins,
that the plan of attack
the
against the
shortstop,
top of the order has
Miguel
worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Behind 0-2 now. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. The 2-2. Fouled away. Down the first baseline. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting. Left fielder.
Now at the plate, Magneuris
Magneuris
Sierra. He's 0 for 2
Sierra.
in the ballgame so far. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fastball well outside.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
2-2 count. Here it comes. He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today,
Now
Dan? That was his third
number
tonight, and it
47.
seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. They still find. Now to the plate, Austin Meadows.
And leading off
He was thrown
for the
out at
Rays,
second trying to stretch
the
a base hit
right
into a double in his last
Austin.
at-bat.
Yeah, fellas, not sure if he got the go-ahead from his base coach or not. Can't believe he did, but it looked like he was running in mud right there.
And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Tommy.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. He threw first and hustling for second. The relay, but he'll be in there with a double. And he's out at third. Might have gotten a little greedy that time.
Now back, the designated hitter.
So here is Avisail
Avisail.
Garcia. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And the gamble will work out. He's in at second base with a 2-out double.
Now that was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arm very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head, one-hopping it off the wall for an easy double.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run.
The first baseman, number 21.
And now Jesus Aguilar.
Jesus Aguilar.
As the fastball is swung on and missed. Good location down at the knees for strike one. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Chen into the windup. Here's the 0-1. Grounded to third. Gloved by Castro. Throw on to Walker at first, and the inning is over. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Starlin Castro. It was a walk in his last trip.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Well, pitch count will become a factor here in the 7th. He's about to hit 100 for the game.
Yeah, Matty B, that magic number in today's game is about 100 pitches, and this next pitch will be pitch number 100. Dero, he's been sailing along pretty easily so far in this one.
Yeah, he's given him some serious depth in this one. For him to get into the 7th inning allows the manager a lot of leeway, whether he wants to go to his bullpen or not.
Hit hard down the line, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now.
And when a guy starts leaving the curveball up, that's a sign he's beginning to tire a little bit out there. He's got to be able to get on top of that pitch, or he's going to start getting hurt.
Pham will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting.
Standing in, Jorge Alfaro. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. That's to first. Does he have another 1, 2, 3 inning? He does. 7 in a row. He's set down now at the side. Into the box now, Brandon Lowe. He'll be the man to lead things off here in the bottom of the 7th.
The second baseman, number 8.
Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. Right side, hit hard. Beautiful diving stop. Got him. And that's a huge play to keep the leadoff man off base.
The batter, number 1.
Digging in now, Willy Adames. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First delivery to him on the way. A bouncer up the middle. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting.
Now in the
Center
box,
fielder,
Kevin Kiermaier. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Line drive to left. So he'll add 1 to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base
The
hit.
third baseman, number 5.
Hey, Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, you'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
Line towards center field. Brinson is there, and it's a very quick inning as the side is retired. Stepping in, Curtis Granderson. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
And a curveball, 79 miles an hour. It's in there, 0-2.
He's feeling it out there on the mound, just getting the ball and throwing it with a lot of confidence right now.
Struck him out and make it 14 punch-outs now in the game.
Matt, just about everything he's doing is working. All of his pitches, great command, great location, and the big key, with 2 strikes, he's attacking the zone.
0-1 the count. 1 out, nobody on. Behind 0-2 now. Got him. And that's number 15 for the ball game. And that'll bring in the multi-dimensional Lewis Brinson. Only 4 outs remaining for them to try and rally back in this one. And he takes ball 1.
Well, he's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys. Only 1 free pass to this point, but they're still making him work really hard.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. 2-1.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw in that inner half of the plate.
And this is taken here for ball 4. Just the 2nd walk he's allowed into his 8th inning of work. Ready now, Miguel Rojas. And after that quick walk, is it fair to wonder if this starter is beginning to show signs of getting tired?
Yeah, that could be the case, Matty. Sometimes you just lose your focus, lose your command, but it'll be real important for him to get it back as this next hitter walks up to the plate.
2-0 now. The 2-0 pitch. This is on the ground over to first. And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
The left fielder, number 34.
So digging in now, Magneuris Sierra. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. No balls and 1 strike. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Hey, he's been able to pound that zone all night, working that outer half of the plate. That's why he's having so much success.
Count is 1-2 now. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. A little late on this one as it's lifted the other way down the left field line. And that is down for extra bases as this will get 1 home and maybe 2. And it's not in time. He's safe as 2 runs come across to score away from the play.
Well, maybe the tables have turned a bit. Earlier in the game, the pitcher had his way with him, but he wins the battle this time and in a big way.
Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, Dero, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play just to knock that ball down.
At the plate, Austin.
Leading off for the Rays, the right fielder, Austin Rizzo.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he goes down and gets this fastball and takes it high in the air to deep straightaway center. But not quite enough as it's off the center field wall. The relay. And it's in time. He's out at second as a good relay gets him.
The left fielder, number 29.
Standing in a perfect 4 for 4 so far, Tommy Pham. And we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. Now this will rattle up against the wall. The relay, not in time, and he's in there with a double. Not every day that you see a ball come off the bat like that one did, and looking at it again on show track, we see it a lot faster than it came in. 113 miles an hour. Couldn't have hit that one much better than that. Stepping in now, Avisail Garcia as he drives a liner to right center. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away.
Boy, there's a bullet base
Now
hit
batting,
right there, but
catcher,
you have to hold there,
Travis
Fero, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Into the box, Travis d'Arnaud. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Ready with the 0-1. And this is lined softly to the left side. But this will be a foul ball. Weak grounder down the line at third. But this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. The 0-2 once more. Takes this the other way to right. Number 47 is there, and he makes the catch for the out. And not in time as the run scores.
The first baseman, number 21.
Digging in, Jesus Aguilar. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park, just like he did back in the second. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
And another foul ball. Garcia is off at first with 2 away. Got him. So 1 run on 3 hits, no errors.
Leading off for the Marlins, the first baseman, Neil
Andrew Kittredge comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of
36, Andrew Kittredge.
He's set and the pitch. Popped up. Duffy in foul ground, but digging in to try it again. Jorge Alfaro. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Swung on and hit in the air to left. Pham is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2. Marlins down to their final out now. And standing in now the Grandy man, Curtis Granderson. And he fouls this one off. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Popped him up. Garno is under it. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Hey, it always feels good to win a baseball game, but when you can win one at home in front of your home crowd, all those fans cheering, this is a good win for this team.
A 9-2 finish.